comfort and to give a special shout out to Neo and Nick.
Foul! Yellow card! Yellow card! I will reduce points for your deal.
Anytime I saw that she went to go and do this thing, and you
That's
said,
not even what I did.
I'll say, come,
babe.
this girl, are you mad?
And then he was like, do you know that he even started joking with me? He was like, don't mind me, Joe.
How many times?
And then he
does
fell asleep
even
back.
clap back. If it's you now that they woke from sleep,
I wouldn't. That's the thing.
Fucking lying.
No, I wouldn't now.
You know, every time I make this statement on my videos that, oh, there's nothing Gloria Elijah won't see in Big Brother's house, a lot of you think I'm just joking. A lot of you think maybe I'm just making just a passing remark. Guys, I'm not kidding. There are certain things that these housemates do, yeah, that I find so weird. And sometimes it even makes me question the number of years of wisdom that I have to my name. Because, hey guys, I'm in my 30s and I can beat my chest and say that, okay, I've had certain life experiences, you know, that can qualify me to some extent to say, okay, I'm knowledgeable about certain things, right? And yes, I understand that we do not know it all. I get it, guys. I understand all of those concepts. But you see these biggest kids, oh my God. See, let me, to cut, like just to stop beating around the bush. Guys, it was yesterday that for the first time in my entire existence, I heard two grown adults quarrel, bicker over the fact that they kissed their ex in their dream.
Why would he kiss two women in my dream?
How did the kiss happen? Explain this.
So deep, I'm so passionate. And then I do what a hot girl like me would do. I go and kiss someone in front of him. Then...
Who did you kiss?
Cross.
Yeah, you heard me right. In their dream, not in real life, not in reality, that they kissed their ex in their dream. And then it sparked up an argument, and then it caused them to quarrel. It caused a love tiff between both of them. Yes, I'm referring to Angel and Soma. And guys, here's the worst part. According to the narrative from both of them, they were actually sleeping. And then Angel had a dream. And then she woke Soma up and told him about the dream. Now, Soma, from what I heard, was not upset about it. And then at some point he got upset, and then she got upset that he got upset. And then he too said he had his own dream that he, you know, even talking about it, guys, I feel like I'm losing my sanity gradually. Now, with Angel and Soma, these two made the matter so serious. They literally escalated everything. And guys, it was quite weird why they were actually upset that they both had these dreams where they kissed their ex. Now, I asked you all that question at the start of this video because one of the arguments that I heard, you know, from what they were saying was, oh, you must have been thinking about your ex a lot for you to have dreamt about kissing your ex. And guys, see, in as much as I'm one of those people that partially thinks that, oh, when you think about something for a while, when you dwell on something for a while, there's a possibility that you will dream about that thing. Yes, in as much as I kind of believe in that a bit, I still found it weird, you know, how that was kind of possible. So for those of you that understand, you know, dreams and their interpretations, please let me know in the comment section below if this argument is actually true from these two people. But anyways, as I said, they sort of escalated the whole situation to the point where they stopped talking to each other for like a day or two. And then yesterday morning, Soma had been complaining to Venita in the garden quite early in the morning. As a matter of fact, that was after their workout session. He had been complaining bitterly. And guys, listening to Soma complain, as I told you, it was still kind of weird because I was wondering, like, bro, except this is for content, except this is for highlight, but this is the height of ridiculousness. Like, how does this even make sense at all? So he was complaining to Venita, and Venita, why do I call her Venita now? Venita, that's her new name now. And Venita, you know, was sort of advising him, you know, and one of those advice is for him to have a conversation with Angel. Now, even in the midst of their conversation, I'd actually heard her ask Soma, you know, the reason he felt comfortable having conversations with Alex. And he has said most of the time when he feels burnt from Angel, Alex sort of provides that soft landing for him, for both of them to have a conversation. And I've actually heard Alex talk about this Angel and Soma's up and down relationship quite a number of times. And also I've heard that advise him to, you know, take a break and just choose himself first, because he did not come to the house with Angel or anybody else. He came to the house for himself to play the game for himself. But anyways, Venita had advised him to talk to Angel. Now, almost immediately, Soma had gone into the house, met Angel in the dressing area, and had requested for a conversation with her, you know, in a matter of hours after they must have showered and had their breakfast. And Angel had refused. She had questioned, you know, his reasoning for wanting them to have a conversation. For her, it was fun whilst it lasted. She was not interested, and that had triggered Soma. He had gone back to the garden to report to Venita, and he was quite upset about it. And guys, I was looking at this guy. I'm like, wait, is this guy fully invested in this relationship or what? I mean, I had like a brief moment of reflection, you know, thinking back to the very first week when Soma and Angel started their friendship thing, and Soma had a conversation with Cross where he had actually told Cross that he's just vibing with Angel as friends, that they are nothing beyond that. He has no intentions whatsoever of becoming an item with Angel. Yeah, that he has a serious relationship outside the house, and he had no intentions, you know, of jeopardizing what he had with his girlfriend outside the house. And guys, I kind of liked his resolve at that point in time, but watching him yesterday, the way he was, because this guy was overreacting. He was really overreacting. But I had to advise him that, listen, just drop it, leave it for now. I'm going to talk to Angel, you know. And this guy, like, he was still vibrating, his body was shaking. I say, yeah. But anyways, fast forward to much later, Venita had that conversation with Angel, and guys, they were both just arguing. Venita obviously was taking Soma's side. Angel was of the stance that it was not serious, that Soma made it serious. But then, you know, there was also the case of she getting upset that Soma was upset or was not upset. Guys, frankly speaking, the matter was just so complicated. For me, I just felt like it was something that did not really warrant that much energy that they were giving to it. It does not make sense, because both of them are not even faithful to each other to start with, or in their own endeavors, because they both obviously have relationships outside the house. So for me, it was quite ridiculous that they were not quarreling over the fact that they were cheating on their actual partners that would obviously be outside the house watching both of them do what they are doing on the show. They are quarreling over exes. And by exes, of course, Angel's ex is Cross, and is inside the house. So guys, frankly speaking, it was just so ridiculous. And for me, I put out some tweets yesterday about this situation. And I said that I just feel like Angel is literally draining Soma in that relationship. And except the guy is enjoying being entrapped, it definitely needs to take a step back. But I mean, from all indications, we can see that his ship with Angel has sort of sustained him in the game, which I kind of like, because the guy is quite smart. He's quite smart. He knew, you know, that his chances of surviving in the show this season was quite slim. Looking at the fact that he was one of those housemates that did not even have a fan base at all. The guy did not even have a social media presence at all. But ever since he became a pair with Angel, aside the fact that he's quite, you know, consistent in the arena games, aside the fact that he's very, very talented, there's no taking away the fact that his ship with Angel is also a major contributing factor to his survival in the game. Because frankly speaking, if you think about it again, if he and Angel were not an item, you see all those lobbying around for votes, for pardons, for nominations, favors that Angel had been spearheading the house, his name would have popped up a lot of times. So in a way, you can say that Angel sort of saved him on the show. But guys, I don't know what your thoughts are about that one, so just go ahead Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Now, quickly moving on to the wager task presentation of last night. Their wager task presentation was quite interesting and very, very entertaining. And guys, it was quite surprising because these housemates did not have enough time. Okay, not like they did not have enough time. They did not dedicate enough time, you know, towards preparing for their task. And aside that, they sort of went off the radar of the requirements of the brief. The brief had actually instructed them to specifically create, you know, some certain sports that kind of do not really exist today in modern day, but they could draw inspiration from their childhood games. Yes, guys, I'm just paraphrasing right now, but that was, you know, the focus of the brief. And there had been quite a number of arguments, especially from the Level Up season's housemates, you know, with regards the execution of this task. ADEKUNLE and what's his name now? ADEKUNLE and Ilebaye, they had actually had a similar brief during their season when they had also been instructed to create a sport, right? And they had actually tried, but it was quite chaotic and complicated. So I doubt if they actually won that wager. So those two, they were sort of trying to inform the rest of the house that they had to create. But you know the thing about Big Brother's house, everybody is a professor in Big Brother's house. Everybody knows too much. So people were kind of misinterpreting the meaning of that create, you know, in the brief. And so that was their downfall yesterday with the task. The task itself, the presentation, it came out great. And guys, frankly speaking, I was shocked because I was having so much fun. I was literally cheering these people on Twitter. Every single game that they played, guys, came out amazing. It was amazing. I loved it. They played games like the rubber band game. There was the onesie race. Yes, in fact, that onesie race was literally my favorite of all of the 4 that they did. And then there was also the I call on game, more like a relay race, but it be kind of complicated for me, guys. I did not play that one as a child. And then there was also, guys, I don't know the name of that one, but they were kicking football with the back of their feet. Anyways, it was quite interesting, entertaining, but as I said, the fact that they entirely misinterpreted the brief, it was just really sad to see how they lost their wager. And from Biggie's verdict, they were not instructed to modify. They were instructed to create, yes. So it felt like they were pretty much lazy about their task. They did not really stretch their creativity muscles, you know, in this particular one. And I'm going to be frank with you all, I was not really sad that they lost. Yes, I wasn't sad because these people, as usual, did not really take the preparations for this particular presentation serious. Yes, there was just too many unnecessary arguments as usual, you know, and I just felt like if this is the 8th week and they are yet to learn their lesson, when will they learn their lesson? When will they understand that the wager task is for everybody and not just for the head of house? And you know, despite all of their shortcomings, one person that is really worthy of mentioning is Venita. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, aside everything that Venita brings to the show, aside a level of toxicity, aside the way she plays her game, one thing I will always respect about Venita is her creativity. Venita is a genius, yes. And one of those things that she does effortlessly is anchoring, hosting, yes. I mean, yesterday there was a task, I think it was the HFM task, and she was the games master. She did fantastically well. And she even won 1 million naira, you know, from that task. And then almost immediately, she had anchored the whole Big Olympics, as they called it. And oh my God, she was speaking so fast. She was saying a lot. And guys, she killed it. She totally killed it. And guys, I was just amazed at her oratorial prowess. I think that's what they call it. Yes, she slayed it. So when you talk about one of those persons that really brought fun and excitement to the wager presentation last night, Venita is one of such persons. Now let's move on a bit to talk about the wager judges. Now remember, this is something Big Brother introduced last week to the season. So last night we had Hermes, we had Queen White Money's wife from the Shine Your Eye season, and then we also had Annie Anika. Now, if my memory serves me right, Anika was in the Double Wahala season, and they were introduced to the housemates as the wager judges. Now, fast forward to when they had to give their verdict. The verdict reading had started with the Anika girl. When the Anika was speaking, I just could not help but perceive some level of jealousy. Yeah, I mean, guys, call it whatever it is you want to call it, but I saw through it. Yes. And you see, yeah, during her season, I think she was one of those people that was evicted quite early, and she had a couple of challenges during her season. I remember her back then as well as one of those persons that had a lot of acne on her face. You know, so she came back with a bang, you know, looking finer, hotter, sexier, more mature, more poised. And yeah, I mean, she looked so beautiful. So when she opened her mouth and started judging the housemates, the housemates presentation, guys, me, I was over here, I was laughing so hard because she was literally throwing shades at all of them. She started with their introduction. She was like, oh, that weird introduction, the commentary that had foreign accent. I'm like, what did Venita do to you now? Why are you shading our Venita's accent? I mean, come on. I'm the only person that has, you know, the monopoly of mimicking Venita's accents. Why are you doing that? I mean, this girl, nah. Her verdict was just riddled with envy. For me, it was riddled with envy. It was riddled with shades. Yes, I mean shades. And for me, I just felt like, why did you come back so bitter? How many years ago? I think it was over 5 years ago that we saw you on our screens like this in Big Brother's house. And then last night you made a comeback. Courtesy of Big Brother's just little favor of you just featuring your face for a bit, and you're coming here with so much bitterness. What is your problem? What did these people do to you? Why are you sounding so bitter? But anyways, guys, to make up for all of her shadiness, she actually scored the housemates 4. And then Hermes, oh my God, I loved his criticism, quite constructive. And one of those things he emphasized on was creativity, and he was right. Yes, the housemates did not make the games, the sports, you know, very, very creative. He felt like it was quite mediocre. Yes, so he gave them a 3. And then there was Queen, guys. Queen was just straight to the point, you know, applauded specific housemates for their input, you know, towards giving a lively and entertaining presentation, and then she scored them a 5. But then Big Brother was not satisfied with the housemates presentation, and so he had overruled the judges' score and had, you know, scored them a 0 and had told them that they had failed their wager. So ladies and gentlemen, that is that. I feel like this video has become quite lengthy, right? So just go ahead, let me know your thoughts about their wager presentation. I would love to know your highlights, especially, you know, from the presentation. So please go ahead and share in the comment section below. And also about Angel and Soma's, you know, wahala. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Do you think it makes a lot of sense for 2 grown adults to be upset at the fact that they kissed their ex in their dream? Like, guys, I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on another video soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.